Understand you soon, it won't be long.
Keep on, keep running. Running and running.
So you're looking for the best budget, the graphics card in 2018. In this video I'm going to cover the top 3 best bang for the buck video cards offering great performance at a price that all of us can afford coming up. Welcome back my friends, Robin here on Chips Media, and in this video we're going to cover the top best affordable graphics cards in 2018. I've decided to create a list of the best video cards in 3 separate budget groups: best under 150, under 200, and last but definitely not least, around 300 bucks, depending on your budget. And by the way, when I say best, I mean best in terms of performance for the money, but more on that a little bit later. Also, it needs to be said that when I made this video, prices were a bit all over the place. With that said, let's get started. Best under 150, we got the GTX 1050 Ti. Now let's say you're building your new, maybe your first gaming PC and your budget is super tight. Let's just assume that you set your budget to around $400 to $500. Now that means you don't have that much to spend on a video card. Now the best option in that case would be the GTX 1050 or the GTX 1050 Ti, depending on current price deals. Now the main number one component that is going to keep your game running smooth and stutter free are the GPU. Alright, unless you only wanna play Minesweeper, you gotta be careful here, alright? If you're looking for a graphics card for your first introduction to the gaming PC world, the GTX 1050 can be a great choice for that situation. Now compared to last gen, we're looking at almost identical GTX 960 performance here, but on a newer chip architecture with a die size that is about 40% smaller than a GM206, known as Maxwell, makes the GTX 1050 a great choice in small, narrow cases where energy consumption and thermal temperatures often would be an issue. Now, since it's an entry-level gaming card, you shouldn't expect anything above 1080p at medium settings, though esports games such as League and CSGO, higher settings should be possible. If you on the other hand have slightly higher demands and you want to be able to crank up the settings a little bit higher, the GTX 1050 Ti would be a better option. Now keep in mind we're still looking at budget entry-level gaming. If you're looking for something to run Destiny 2 or let's say PUBG, smooth in crispy details, stay tuned because there will be better options for you. But at this price, the GTX 1050 offers great performance. If you got a little bit more money to spend, definitely go with the spicier GTX 1050 Ti. Again, for entry-level gaming, it's a great choice. For a MSRP of around 120 to 140 US dollar, it is the best graphics card that you can get in terms of price performance. Link down below. Now moving on into number 2 on the list, we got the GTX 1060 3GB version from Nvidia. Now granted, it only has 3GB of GDDR5 memory, which might cause noticeable stuttering if you're going any higher than 1080p. It is still more than enough to play a wide library of full HD games out there. Now as you can see, we are looking at a mini edition of the 1060, something that is fully possible due to the much smaller die size on the GP106 Pascal architecture, resulting in a card that is not only consuming less power, there's going to be less heat and thermal temperatures as well. Now 3GB of RAM is gonna be challenging if you're looking for something above 1080p, and I wouldn't recommend this card at all if that is your end goal, but for 1080p gaming you should be able to crank up the settings all the way to high and even ultra in some titles, though games like GTA as well as Witcher 3 and Shadow of Mordor require all the way up to 6GB of VRAM for the crispest texture quality setting. Now looking at overclocking, there is definitely going to be some headroom here, and you should be able to push the core clock all the way up to 1800 MHz to give yourself even more frames per second, guaranteeing you 1080p 60p silky experience in most titles out there, though I gotta say, if you can find an affordable 4GB Radeon RX 480, you should definitely buy it because AMD's card offers superior performance and more memory than Nvidia's 3GB card. I gotta give Nvidia kudos for being able to push so much power and performance in such small package, making it not just cheaper for the end consumer, it's an incredible power efficient card. At say RSMP of $200 to $250 it's a great buy. Link down below. Now moving on into number 1 on this list, the best budget graphics card around $300. The GTX 1060 6GB is based on Nvidia's GP106 Pascal architecture with new innovative technology that offers great performance for the price, makes it a really great card if you can find one at a price point around $250. Now, as with any graphics card in the Nvidia's 10th series, the 1060 is very power efficient. We're looking at 120 to 135 watts under gaming load, not only making it fairly easy for any system to handle it, knowing that it only requires a 400 watt power supply and a single 6-pin power connector. The overall thermal temperatures are going to be fantastic as well, making it a great choice for any MTX, Mini ITX and any ATX build. For gaming at Full HD 1920 by 1080, you should be able to run many games in details at the very maximum settings, regardless of what game we're looking at. However, I wouldn't go over 1080p if you're not willing to compromise on the level of details, even though 1440p gaming is definitely possible. You might just have to scale back on a few settings to keep the higher frame rate that most of us want. Now the 1060 6GB offers more than enough juice to power through VR games on the Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive as well. Link down below. This is one of the best graphics card without a doubt at this price. Now question, what do you care the most about? Gaming in the highest possible resolution or highest possible frame rate? Let me know in the comments below. Now on this channel I cover a variety of gaming related peripherals, tech, console and PC components such as headset, headphones, mics, monitors and so on. So if you are interested in tech reviews, consider subscribing, alright? Also details to every graphics card mentioned can be found down in the description. With that, who am I to talk about this? Well, first off, I've been a gamer since I can remember. I'm a tech junkie and I also worked in the gaming peripherals scene in the past. I've also built and overclocked computers for 12 years and I've also been a content creator for 3 years. Now there's a ton of videos in the pipeline for you guys if you're looking for the best budget monitor, headset, keyboard, headphones, mousepad and more. Consider subscribing. Also don't forget to tap the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any uploads on my end. Thank you so much for watching this video guys. My name is Robin on Chips Media. Until next time guys, you have an awesome day, alright? Bye!